Good day, wonderful viewers. Welcome to Youthful Experience right here on Fila GH TV. Now, today is another day we are going to have a very exciting topic to discuss. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, the program begins. You're welcome back to the show. Now, today's topic is very, very exciting, and it's graduate unemployment and how we can solve it. Graduate unemployment. Now, you can attest to this fact that there are a lot of unemployed graduates, and we even have an association for unemployed graduates, which is very alarming. So we are going to tackle this issue, and to help us do this is a fine gentleman who has a lot of attributes. Now, he is a motivational speaker, he's a student activist, he's a social entrepreneur, he's a philanthropist also. He is the founder of the Dissectors Club Ghana. He is the co-founder and the managing director for Tipalik Rural Reforestation for Economic Development. He is the program coordinator of DIF Africa. And he is also the Upper East Youth Regional Minister under the auspices of the United Nations Youth Association Ghana. And finally, he is the presidential aspirant in the UPSA SRC 2020-2021 academic season or academic year. Now, to do this is the person of Mr. Philemon Narentib Nan. Mr. Philemon.
Yes, sir.
Hey, all these attributes are for you. That's so exciting.
We thank God for that.
Wow. This is very enviable. Seriously. Now, combining all these things, are you comfortable?
Yeah, I mean, we are up for this. So
really, I can see you are really strong for this. Okay, let's jump straight onto our topic for the day. We are talking about graduate unemployment. This is a very serious issue.
Yeah.
Graduate unemployment. So let's start. Now, when we say graduate unemployment, what do you make of graduate, or what do we mean when we say graduate unemployment?
All right. So, in my personal opinion, graduate unemployment is, idle graduates that are not engaged with any lucrative and productive activity that gives them income or that earns them money. On daily basis, weekly basis, or monthly basis. Sometimes when we talk about employment, people draw their attention to the fact that you have to wear a nice suit, maybe go and work in a corporate company, you sit behind a laptop, and at the end of the month you are being paid. And people also think that you work in an industry all the time, you are busy, you are there working, at the end of the day you are being paid. But employment has to do with anything that gives you any decent activity.
Decent.
Yes, decent activity that gives you income, that gives you money. Then it is employment. Yeah.
So, thank you so much. And now we know of graduate unemployment. Now the graduates are ideal, they don't have any lucrative thing or a decent work they are doing to earn them money. So I will ask them that, what causes graduate unemployment? Because I've gone to school and I know that so far as I'm done with school, I should be employed, at least going to university and paying thousands of cedis, and at the end of the day, what causes graduate unemployment?
So first of all, a graduate unemployment starts with the educational system.
Our educational system.
That is it. Our educational system is the key problem, because our educational system promotes, memory studies instead of thinking.
You mean our current education system?
Our educational system
has always been that.
It has always been that. It promotes, memory studies instead of thinking.
Wow.
You understand? Elsewhere in the UK, in the US, you have a grade 4 student. They can design websites. They can do programming. They can do a lot of things. But you have a graduate, a first class student in Ghana, and the person cannot do all those things. And that's the very reason why you go to those countries and you cannot get any job, because you are not up for the task. You understand? You find, a first class, even some of them even have their first master. They have,
first degree,
they did masters and even second master. And I'm telling you, they go there and they do, domestic jobs because they don't have what it takes to work over there. You understand? And it all because of our educational system.
Okay.
I think in GHS we learn the longest river in Africa. Like it is useless.
Pythagoras theorem and all
the
those
highest mountain in Africa and all that.
Yeah.
What are we gonna use it for?
Yeah.
Today, if I want to know, the longest river in Africa, I can just Google them.
I know.
That is it. If I want to know the highest mountain in Africa, I can do that. But I was doing memory studies because they can come in the exams.
Yeah.
And I'm being focused on, what to study so that I can pass exams.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, surely.
Yes. So our educational system is a problem. Our educational system also, kills our dreams.
Okay.
Because it motivates us to study to pass exams.
Yeah.
It judges our levels of intelligence based on exams.
Okay.
The mark you get in an exams
Yeah.
paper. You understand? So because of that, everyone is in tune with studies. If you have some ambition, you have some skills, you have some dreams to think of, you can do that. And all what you do is you limit yourself to study so you can pass an exam so that at the end of the day, no one will say that you are forced to.
Yeah.
And that kills our dreams.
Okay, so you said the first thing is that education system in Ghana.
That is it.
So apart from the education system, what else?
Okay, so I think the government has a role to play.
Okay.
And I think if they even contribute more, I think the educational system will have also do better because they formulate the policies through what? The Ministry of Education.
Okay.
You understand? So government have also failed to kind of formulate educational policies that focuses on putting apprenticeship.
Yeah, apprenticeship.
Yes, and skills system at the heart of the educational system.
Okay.
You understand? So right from primary, if there were to be some sort of apprenticeship skills system and all that, and we are learning.
Yeah.
When the foundation is built well, then you can make it. So right from primary, then you are learning stuff. Like that's what is happening elsewhere in the Asian countries, and
Okay,
in
so
the UK and
let me just step
European
in.
countries. Yeah.
Apart from the government not really, bringing out better education system, then what has government also not done or has failed to do in terms of the job the youth will do itself? What has government failed to
so
do?
government has also failed to create jobs.
Okay.
They are very aware that every year thousands of students graduate from the universities and other tertiary institutions, but they fail to graduate. They fail to what? Create more jobs for them, because government could have opened more industry, factories, and all that. And I think, the president, he started when he was coming into office. During his campaign, he campaigned for one factory, one district, one factory policy. Yeah. And I think he has started something. Yeah. He has started creating some factories in some. And that's the way forward. If they are able to create more factories, they can be able to absorb.
That's not with the sense of political thing attached to it, but the job the youth will get to do.
Will get to do.
Okay.
You understand?
I really get
the job the youth will get to do. There's open industries, factories that can absorb these numbers that come out from the universities every year.
Mr. Philemon, many people also argue that the jobs are not enough, but even though the jobs are not enough, people still work. The youth or the graduate themselves are also some of the problem.
Yes. They also contribute so much to this.
Okay.
And the first thing has to do with the fact that because our educational system, it promotes memory studies.
Okay.
So many students kind of follow the status quo, they comply with the status quo.
Okay.
So I'm going to school, this is how the educational system is, and they stick to that, and that is very bad. You understand? They would have to, kind of add some value to themselves instead of designing their certificates, especially in the university. It's good to get a good grades, but trust me, what is needed most is you yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you graduate from the school, the certificate will not follow you to the workplace to work. It is you. So we should focus more on adding value, but we don't do that.
Okay.
We kind of comply with.
Please let me just cut you in here. Saying this has drawn my attention to another thing. I've been following you for some time now, and learned you had a program on campus or some of that nature, and you were talking about how the students can equip themselves or something.
I will get to that. So that's like Sectors Club, and when I saw this topic, I was just like, this is what I want. Yeah. I'm not a graduate. I'm still a final year student of UPSA. Yeah. But I came and I met a young guy, Wilson. Okay. Wilson Delali Ajimai. Okay. And he gave me a direction. He gave me a roadmap You know, I came with a first class mentality.
Okay.
So for the first 2 weeks on campus, I was always in the library studying.
Learning.
After class, I go to Antiama ATM. I go and eat.
A very popular place.
Yes, I go and eat. You know, I mean, gari and beans with rice.
Wow.
So they can take me till evening. I go to the library and study from that time till 6.
Okay.
The time the library will close, and that's the time I'll leave the library.
Okay.
Sometimes they have to chase me out because I want to do this, I want to do that before I leave, and they'll tell me, hey, gentleman, the library is closed. But when I met him, I realized that no, I don't need, because I don't have anyone out there to get a job for me.
Okay.
So if I'm not qualified for a job, I can't get it.
Okay.
You understand? So I will have to balance it. I will have to add some value to myself.
So that's when value addition comes in. Okay.
Instead of getting a first class. And it all started there. I walked out from the classroom. I did a lot of things, and I realized that the educational system, you know, okay, identified that educational system is very bad, and it wouldn't, you know, help us if you only, you know, kind of limit yourself in the classroom. So I realized that I need to also bring something that can help people, because not everyone has realized this, and that was where Dissectors Club came in. Okay. You understand? Okay. And I will talk about that later on. Okay. You know, I'll talk about that later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the conversation is really getting interesting, and on this, let me remind you that if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, kindly do so and click on the notification bell that you may get alert of every post we make, so that you don't miss anything. You can also share to your friends to also enjoy the program. And please, if you're a company, you're a firm, a business entity, you want to place an advert or sponsor this program, kindly do so by contacting management on 0550 442 973. 0550 442 973. If you're a young person out there also and you are changing lives, you are adding positive value to people, and you want to be featured on the program also, kindly contact management on the same line, 0550 442 973. 0550 442 973, and we'll link you up. Okay, so let me get back to Mr. Philemon. Mr. Philemon, I have got one point already about the graduates themselves not doing something for themselves in order to be employed. But I feel that that's still not enough. What else?
Yeah, so the graduates kind of fail to identify opportunities for themselves when they go out there. Okay. In this 21st century, there are a lot of opportunities out there that the graduates should want to grab. Okay. But they fail, and I think mostly it has to do with laziness. Okay. You just have to think outside the box. Okay. That you don't have to only think of, you know, after I graduate, I need a job. Because the jobs are not really out there. So you should think of what you can do. You can create a job for yourself. You know, by the grace of God, you know, being on campus, I've been able to identify a number of stuff that I would like to start. You know, I would not like to share it here because I haven't started it yet. Okay. You understand? Someone can quickly.
We will come back to you when you really implement.
That is it. Yeah. And that is it. Like, so if we fail to identify this kind of, opportunities, then we go out there and we are struggling. And one thing too has to do with the fact that, you know, some of them have this kind of work preferences. Okay, so this is the kind of job I want to do. Yeah. I'm an accountant, all right? I've graduated as an accountant. So if I'm being employed in a company to be keeping records, I feel like, no, that's not what I want to do. So it's also one factor. Yeah. People feel, you know, like they are more than this job. They are more than that. And one thing too has to also do with society, and like, okay, so if this one cannot be attributed to the student themselves, but you know, you have to challenge yourself. You are doing something, you have started something, and someone comes to say, oh, you are a graduate, then you are doing this. As far as getting you money, it doesn't matter, and it's something decent. It is not, you know, any criminal thing or something. Maybe perhaps you have graduated from the university, you go out there, you don't have a job, and you realize that your area, there's no water or something, like people don't get food to buy. They will have to walk to the next, you know, town to get food when they are hungry and they are not able to prepare something for themselves. You can start something. When you do that, then you hear comments definitely. People will come to say, you know, so society perception about jobs also drive people, like make people feel reluctant. Okay, so
that's set into some other factors apart from the student and the government that can promote graduate on. Okay.
Yes. So it's another factor. Okay. You know, society perception about jobs
Okay.
So you have gone to school. This is the kind of job they want you to, to have.
Yeah.
They want you to dress in a nice suit and go to the bank.
Bank
and,
and all
that's
those
the
stuff.
perception.
Yeah.
So if they don't see you in that, they try to stigmatize you. They say, you hear a lot of comments and all that. And I think another thing has to do with, what do you call it? Job, mismatch jobs.
Okay.
You understand? Job mismatch or whatever.
Okay.
Yes. So the thing is, okay, so now you have graduated as an accountant, then you go out there and what they are giving you to do
It's different.
is different
from.
from
Okay.
what you kind of studied.
You feel like, oh, I came to do accounting. I didn't come to do, let's say, banking, or I didn't
so
come
you are
to
going
do
to
this.
apply this a slot in a company,
Okay.
and you are going to apply for a job, but the job available is for marketers.
Okay.
And you are an accountant.
Accountant.
You understand? And they tell you that, okay, so this is what is available. So if you can market, fine. You understand?
Yeah.
But mostly people feel like, okay, because I'm an accountant, I have to, feel relaxed, like I can't go in for this. But if you're someone who can talk, why not? You understand? Why not? You can go in and what?
Okay. Okay.
Get the job.
So having known all these things, now you want to know how we can overcome all these challenges. How can we solve graduate unemployment?
Okay, so first of all, I'll start with government.
Okay.
I'll start with government because government through the educational system can do something.
Okay.
Right. So government will have to formulate policies that focus on putting apprenticeship
Okay.
and skills system
Okay.
at the heart of the education.
Okay.
You understand?
So that we drift from just knowledge-based learning to practical things.
That is it. The curriculum should be about practical stuff,
Okay.
apprenticeship, about acquiring skills right from the ages. I mean, primary. Yeah, if that can be possible, right from primary, students, they're engaged in practical stuff.
Sure.
You understand? So that's what the government has to do.
Okay.
And he has to also provide the necessary tools and resources available.
Okay.
All right? He has to make those resources available so that practical studies can what?
Can go on.
Go on.
Okay.
In the university, like for instance, I'm studying accounting in UPSC.
Okay.
There had not been a time where a lecturer will come, maybe perhaps we have financial accounting today. Then he comes to tell us, like, this is how you prepare, a financial statement, and it takes a laptop to tell us that is how, because that's what we are now doing now. We use, computerized system for everything. You understand?
Yeah.
So there should be maybe a laboratory or whatever, maybe somewhere that there are laptops for so many students, because not everyone can afford a laptop.
Yeah.
So we can all move in there. All right,
do a
when we
practical
have,
study.
that is it. Do the practical aspect
So
of it.
basically,
there's a projector end.
everything is like we should drift from the knowledge base
That is
to
it.
the practical
That is
base.
it. That is it. The educational curriculum is full of stuff that we don't really need.
Okay.
You learn a lot of things and you go out there, you don't apply them.
Okay. So
Understand?
now you said the government should beef up the education system. Now what about the job itself?
So the government will have to also, it has to start from, the educational system
Okay.
before you now get to the job.
Okay.
Because the truth is that if you don't have the qualities, you don't have the skills to work.
To do the
you
job.
can still-
The job may be there
That
and you
is
will
it.
still not. Okay.
So if there are many jobs and still you don't have what it takes to work, still you don't have what it takes to work, then you can't work. So that's
Okay.
why I'm starting from there. But the government has a role to also create more jobs.
Okay.
Like I was talking about
The free one
the
district, one
district,
factory, and
one
yeah.
factory thing.
Okay.
There should be more jobs.
That's a
created.
commendable.
You understand?
thing.
And government should also provide support for young entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Graduates who aspire to be entrepreneurs, to give them startups. And I think there's something that they have started on that's the national entrepreneurship something
yeah.
by the government.
Okay.
Yes. So they have started something, and I think it's very good.
Okay.
It's very good. So the government have done well in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, viewers, you're welcome back. Now, before we leave you, Mr. Philemon, we would want to know, having said all these things, the courses, whatever, how will we benefit from, how are you going to benefit graduate unemployment is tackled? Let's say we have solved every issue with graduate. What will be the benefit to the country, to the individuals, or whatever?
Okay, so I think graduate unemployment cannot be solved completely.
Okay.
Because even graduate unemployment is not it's not an issue for only Ghana.
Okay.
You understand? It is a global, challenge.
Yeah.
It is a global crisis or whatever. Yes. So it cannot be solved drastically, but something can be done to reduce it.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
It can be done to reduce it. And I think if graduate unemployment is being kept in a way, then one thing that is going to happen is that we will have the youth, the working age, being employed.
Okay.
And that is going to increase productivity in the country.
Yes.
In China, their economy has grown because they have, a large labor force.
Sure.
And that's why their economy has grown over the years. You understand? So if we have this youth that graduate from university, they come out and they are working, then we're going to increase the workforce. We're going to increase the labor force, and that's going to increase productivity, and it's going to contribute significantly to the growth of the economy.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
And secondly, if graduate unemployment is tackled, then criminal activities and social vices and all that is going to be solved.
There's a saying that the devil finds job for an empty hand.
That is it.
Yeah.
If all the youth come out from the universities and they have decent jobs doing, no one will think of robbing.
Surely.
You understand?
Surely.
No one will think of stealing.
Surely.
No one will think of kidnapping.
Surely.
What do? They need money. They need
Surely.
something to survive on. And that's why they resort to those
They do
things.
all those
Drug abuse and all that. Students come out, graduates come out from the universities, they don't have jobs, and some parents are very abusive.
Yeah.
I've spent my money on you over the years, and you are useless, and you are that, and you are that.
That's
and
very
they
bad.
think about it, and it's very painful.
Surely.
So they resort to drugs.
Surely.
They feel when they take the drugs, they will be, be relieved of
From
that
all
pain. You
those,
understand that kind of thing. And because of that, they become drug addicts.
Okay.
Prostitution and all that will end. What do they do it for? They need money. You understand? They need money. So if, unemployment, graduate unemployment is solved, it's going to really help. And that's going to really help to raise responsible youth that can preserve the country in the coming years.
Wow. That is very insightful. In fact, Mr. Philemon, we really appreciate your presence here.
Thank you very much.
You have really been a blessing to myself and my viewers out
It's
there.
an honor to share something like this.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So we're looking forward for more of this opportunity.
All right, please.
Sure.
All right, please. We will link up.
Thank you.
So viewers, this is how and when we will end the program. It has been a blessing having Mr. Philemon Narrow Tip on the show. We hope to have him again also. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and share to your friends also, that they may also have experiences we are sharing on the show. And please, if you're a business entity out there and you want to sponsor this program or place an advert, kindly contact management on 0550-442-973 and we'll take it from there. If you're also a young person doing it out there, touching lives, and you want to also be featured on the show, kindly contact management also and we'll link you up. Thank you so much to Dreamers Boutique for giving us this beautiful edifice to host our program. They are just adjacent the Adidas shop behind UPSA. Just walk in. If you want to be a classic man, come to Dreamers and you'll be sorted out. Thank you so much. Until we meet again on this same show, I've been your host, Oseko Kuchumesi. See you next time. Bye-bye.